We're back. This is P with the Make It Return. Go ahead and subscribe now. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest unboxing and review videos. Today is November the 21st, 2024, Throwback Thursday. And you already see what it is in the title. We're going to get to that very soon. Shout out to the day one YouTube subscribers. We definitely appreciate the love and the support since 2014. And if you're new, or if you haven't already, click the notification bell. That way you'll have an alert on your mobile devices whenever we upload new content. So let's jump straight into this unboxing. So this was ordered from Nike, and I was sort of hesitant on this particular pair. At first I wasn't, because if you've been in the sneaker game or the sneaker culture and you follow a lot of sneakerheads, vloggers, influencers, or just check out the release calendars ahead of time, you know this is basically the year of the four. It started with the Bread Reimagines, which is still up there as one of the top sneakers of the year. There's some competitors though. And we had the green oxidized Jordan 4s, several other pairs that I passed on. I did pick up the white Thunder 4s and the Olympic 4s, the wet cement or wet pavement, the gray ones, and a few other of the Jordan 4s. And this is one right here. And the only reason why I sort of changed my mind, it was like back and forth. I'm like, this pair released in 2012, before I started in the sneaker game as far as reselling. I've always been a fan of sneakers, I always had sneakers, but as far as constant pickups, review videos in 2014, so this was before I got started, so I never even saw this pair in hand before. And I'm watching different videos, and I'm like, I just got to get these in hand. Worst case scenario, if you order them from Nike, Finish Line, Champs, Foot Locker, or whatever, you can send them back and take them back to the store. Hibbett's, Dick's Sporting Goods. It's just usually your boutiques online that you won't be able to send return back. So I started seeing more and more images, and I was like, nah, I gotta pull the trigger, gotta get these, and I'm glad I did. They basically sold out. And I'm saying I'm glad I did from a reseller's perspective, right? And just a fan of the Jordan 4. If you've been following my channel, the Jordan 4 is my favorite, along with the Jordan 11. But I knew the box was going to be unique, just from the images and videos I saw. Shout out to Tony D2Wow, Fomer Simpson, just a few, and anyone else on Instagram that I may not be thinking about that I'm following. You know I'm following you, hopefully, whether it's male or female. And I was like, nah, I gotta get these. So you're basically gonna have the unique black box, with the gloss images written on it, which is basically off what I could, red, recon, different little words on here or whatever, in the gloss black. And you have the Jumpman, which is Michael Jordan, in white, and the Flight in white. And when we're talking about Michael Jordan, we're talking about the greatest of all time, from the UNC Tar Heels, drafted into the Chicago Bulls basketball club in 1984, 1985, signed a deal with Nike, rookie season. The Jordan 4 released originally in 1989. So if you're new to the culture, you're like, okay, I'm hearing OG, which means original colors that Michael Jordan actually wore on the court, versus OG, original colors, and retro colors. So the OG retro is when the retro and the original color from the Chicago Bulls. So prime example, if we're talking Jordan 4s, it's going to be the Bread, same as the Bread Reimagines, which was a retro OG with some more premium materials. They swapped out the new book with the leather. These are just quick examples. Versus a retro of that model, but a new colorway or collab. So this is a retro and of the model, and it's being retro for the first time. So it's released twice, 2012, now 2014. So in 2012, this pair, look at the paper, was released in a pack, from my understanding. The fair pack of the Jordan 3 was released in retro last year. I got a pair on the way, a VNDS, a very near DS, dead stock pair. It was pre-owned. It was on the way to being authenticated so I can compare them. And then you had a Jordan 5. Okay, so they individually wrap these for something special. Oh, nice. Man, I was sleeping. And I'm going to tell you what threw me off of this pair for a split second. It's crazy. All right, so yeah, so you have the clear pack with the 3s, the 4s, and the 5s. The 5s, from my understanding, are releasing next year, along with the black metallic reimagined 5s. Maybe not at the same time, but in 2025, if we're blessed to see that year. All right, so I'm gonna close the lid, and basically I went for size 10. Now, my trigger size is 9.5, but I can wear a 10. If you go up a half size, you may risk a little creasing above your big toe. And look at this crazy stock lace, it's super tight. I'm gonna keep this dead stock. This is not gonna be an on feet. This is my only pair. But yeah, we're definitely gonna loosen these up. If I was wearing these, I would probably relace them completely. Definitely over, not under. But yeah. All right, so a size 10 in men's is gonna convert to 11.5 in men's. I think the retail for these was $215 plus shipping, right? And depending on where you ordered them from, you may have got free shipping, but of course you gotta pay the taxes. Yeah. The resale of these, which means when they sell out in stores or boutiques or individual got several pair and they want to resell them, are anywhere from 280 to 300 or 325 plus tax right now. Okay, so the Jordan Retro 4 Fear, right here. And they have weight to them because of the premium quality. Man, these are crazy. All right, everything complements and goes so well. Like, even when you're looking, I was unsure because I watched a video where I think the 2012 release, this part was darker. This individual had both pair and he compared them. Shout out to this dude. I can't even think of his name. But yeah, this anthracite right here, it looks more like it has black, gray, and maybe some deep green mixed into paint somewhere, depending on the angle. The materials feel great. When I first saw the images, I was like, this pebble splatter or this Oreo right here. Oh man, and it transitions. Excuse me. It transitions from light gray and fades into your darker gray and black. Yeah, with the splatter. And the air unit is actually red on the inside, the visible air unit. Yeah. So we have this Oreo right here, and it sort of threw me off. I was like, that looks cool for 2012. Definitely the early 2000s, definitely the 90s or the 80s. It sort of gives like, I know this is Nike, but just from that era with the black top Reeboks, it just seems like it gives like that early 90s vibe. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we'll start with the outsole. This is a retro, so you're not gonna get the Nike on the outsole. You're gonna get the Jumpman. It's not an OG, right? So it goes from white with the heel traction, herringbone traction, to the black in the middle, close to where your arch is, the Jumpman where your arch is. Then you get your herringbone traction up here where the ball of your foot is. And you get your stars in white. Very aggressive, detailed stars that you get with the Jordan 4s. And it actually goes from white to your midsole in super light gray. And once again, we're talking about the Jordan 4 Farris. These are crazy. Then you get the red visible air unit. You should at least got 2 pair of these, God. But I'm grateful for the ones I got. Then we have your Galaxy or like your Oreo splatter. Then you have your nubuck material, which feels good to me. I watched your reviewers say they didn't think it was good quality. It is. From gray, where your mud guard is, your toe box is going to be in the anthracite. Above it, you're going to get your jet black, your honeycombs. Now this was designed with the Jordan 4 to make the shoe more lightweight because this model is a professional basketball shoe. In 1989, Michael Jordan wore, not this color, but we're talking about the breads, the white cements, those colors, your true blues, all of those. All right. Then you get your waffle honeycombs in white up here, which complements the interior in white. Also behind the tongue in white. And your Jumpman hit on the heel, not Nike Air. And the white right here and on the outsole. Alright, so you have your ankle supports right here. Your rubberized pull tab in the back. And I've never seen this before, but you have like a little cover right here. So when you're paying the 200 and some bucks versus in 1988, these was expensive at $100 probably, 89 or 99 or 100 bucks. You know, you want everything to give it the quality from the box, you know what I'm saying, to make it unique in your collection. You have the Jumpman in black with flight, and the tongue tag in gray, the interior in white, the sock liner, and your insole is going to be black with the Jordan Jumpman in white. And keep in mind, these are manufactured now, not like the 2012. They had some extra ones because, as I mentioned, this was darker and stuff like that. And even though it's the same model from 1998, if you don't really know about sneakers, yeah, it's upgraded materials 30 some years later. Even your insole to give a little bit better comfort. Even though Jordan 4s are my favorite, I haven't wore a pair. I've wore the Jordan 3s, the Pure Money 3s. And if you're new to these retro sneakers, and you're used to wearing new modern sneakers, especially for hooping as far as basketball and being active. So if you've been wearing LeBron's, KD's, any other of the newer models, the books, any of the other brands in the last 10 years, and you go to something like a retro for the first time, it's going to feel heavier. You have the flat outsole. You got to think, none of that stuff was invented, none of that technology. This was the best at the time, coming from just your Dunks and other Nikes from the 80s. This was the highest technology. But if you wear this now, you may roll your ankle, your feet may be sore, you know, it may be uncomfortable. But basically, this is going to be your streetwear. So you already know, we're in fall, black tech fleece with the bottoms and the hoodie to match. So whether it's tech fleece, joggers, black jeans, right? Black, white, and gray flannel with a little hit of red, maybe. All black hoodies, gray hoodies, different things like that. These are definitely gonna hit. So these are way better in hand, trust me. Let's get a little closer image of this. And comment below how you feel about these. Maybe you already have this pair. Go, go. Jordan 4 Fear, 2024 model, retro from 2012. All right, so it's comparison versus battle time. One thing about this sneaker that I noticed, sometime with the Jordan 3s and Jordan 4s, and even the Jordan 6s, you'll get a hang tag or keychain. None was included with this pair, so just keep that in mind. All right, so you have your flat laces. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's do a quick comparison. I'm going to compare two other Jordan 4s, starting with the size 9.5. So we'll show the size comparison. This is from 2022, and this is a VNDS pair, so these are pre-owned. I did have a new pair in size 10.5 that I no longer have. Size 9.5, it doesn't show the women's comparison, size conversion on here. But Air Jordan 4 Retro, dark gray, infrared 23, and black. And I want to say these retail for $200, maybe even $220. And yeah, I got these from eBay. Here's your little authentication card. And these was reselling for about $300 or $325. I don't know the current resale of these. And oh yeah, when you order from eBay, and always check for sellers that have that authentication option, right? And check their feedback as well. So if you check out my store, you know it's going to be authenticated, sent to New York first to be authenticated, or if you're on the West Coast, sometime your package was shipped to Nevada. It's in Las Vegas, like Las Vegas Raiders. We're taking all L's this year, except for like 2 so far. Hopefully we'll catch Denver slipping this week. All right, so we have the infrared right here. And the reason why I grabbed this pair versus some of the other ones is because I felt like, you know, the layers of the nubuck was similar, and they are. But I also see a lot of differences. This is a size 10 versus a 9.5, and it just seems like, usually you can tell a little difference, but it just seemed like it's a huge difference in that half size. Even the air unit is way smaller on the infrared pair. But here's a look from the outsole. Where on the infrared you have the gray with the infrared Jumpman in the middle and up top. And then the midsole sort of went gray. You see where the stars are white on the Fear, and then gray above it. So it's gray and white on this pair. And comment below, what do you think? Or maybe you do customs for fun. If they had just painted this black instead of the speckle though, all the way around. I think if that was all black, even though this makes the Fear more unique, I think the heads would go way crazy than the next pair I'm gonna compare this to. Because what sort of threw me off was this end sock liner being white, but I see it complements everything, the white hits. But some reason I was thinking Oreo 5s from like 2021 or 2022. Just when I saw this white sock liner against the black. So yeah. All right, so the infrared, you see how the shading goes from light gray to medium gray. And I think it pops more with the black screen netting that stands out a little bit more. And just overall, I mean, if I had a DS pair of these, comparing these, you may still think these look in great condition. This is going to be a 9, not a 9.5 out of 10 as far as condition. Behind the tongue red, hits of that infrared 23 On the Jumpman, the insole is red. I like these better, but these may be more wearable because they're basically just black and white. So, you know, black is going to match up with everything. I also think this is a great sneaker for Christmas. Throw it in the stash. Your child is a sneakerhead or waiting on their first pair of good sneakers or name brand sneakers, or they're at that age, which is crazy now. I see in the last years a lot of parents that came up from the 80s and 90s. We didn't get Jordans for Christmas in elementary school, but the babies in the I mean, unless your parents was ballers or something like that, or you had an older brother or sibling that hooked you up, it was like middle school and high school before you really got like your Barclays, your Dionnes, your Air Maxes, and your Jordans, your Pippins, all of those crazy fire sneakers from that whole 90s vibe. And we're just talking Nike brand, Nike and Jordan. These feel a little bit heavier, obviously, because it's a larger size. You got the black laces right here. But yeah, these is great for a Christmas sneaker, especially between this, the Jordan 3 Black Cements, which I'm going to be reviewing next. I uploaded a video with a youth size, but I got one of my adult sizes in so far. Those are releasing Saturday, so get your raffles in if you're trying to cop those, or maybe you're going to try to go to the retail stores, whether it's Finish Line, Dick's Sporting Goods, Hibbett's, Foot Locker, Champs, DTLR, and make sure you're on point because they will sell out, whether it's in 30 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours. They may have a restock on canceled orders or returns, but if you want them before Christmas and you want them for retail, if not, the resale is going to be from $275 to $300, $325 and up on the Jordan 3 cements, which I'm reviewing next. But yeah, these are cool to have. They'll match up good. I think if it's a gift, whoever's getting these and they're a fan of Jordan 4s or need a black pair of shoes, they won't be dissatisfied. But in this versus battle, comment below. Infrared or the Fear? I'm gonna go with the infrared still, but this is more wearable, so this get a slight edge for me. I really like this sneaker. I think it's crazy, and it was only introduced once, this colorway, and that was in 2021 or 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2000, well, it was manufactured in 2021. The date is 2022, so yeah, that was the release 2 years ago. All right, so we have those. So we'll set these up here for now, and we'll compare a more recent release. You see the box, and this one actually has the size comparison on the side. 10 in men's, 11 and a half in women's. This time you get the white box that pops. I still have 2 of these left, with the Flight and the Jumpman in black. And we're gonna flip the lid on these. And you just have your regular speckled paper. Oh man, these pop so hard. Now watch the comparison video of these. And this individual that was reviewing them and comparing them actually said they liked the Fear better. And watching the video, I was like, no, the White Thunder smashes. But that's what I'm saying to myself, not out loud, because it wasn't like live interaction. But we're about to see in person, in hand, if I feel the same. The exact same size. It's just like the White Thunder is so basic, but just clean. And this one is going to match this one, the White Thunder, part of the Thunder pack, with your Yellow Thunders, which I have those, which spun off of the Lightning 4s, the yellow ones. I had like 2 or 3 of those. I no longer have those. I wish I had a DS pair. Then you hit the Red Thunders. I wasn't able to get those no matter what. Even on the restock, I caught L's, so I never had the Red Thunders. I've seen them in hand. And now in 2024, these released a few months ago, the White Thunders. And man, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it, it feels more premium or something. I don't know. Like, nubuck material. Alright, so you have more visible, like from your transition when you rub it, from gray to light gray. Of course, this is black. You see a little bit, so who knows if it wasn't black. But this matches way better. Hope, if you just told your parents or your loved one or your spouse or your girlfriend to get, or the ladies, you might tell your boyfriend you want, you're a sneakerhead, you want the White Thunders, or you want a Jordan 4, right? It's like, just give me a Jordan 4. So you don't know if it's the Bread Reimagined. You hope it's not the green oxidite, which nothing's wrong with those. And you know what? They had like a pink pair that I slept on a few weeks ago. I was out of town. They're reselling out the roof like over 300. So if you're a female, maybe you get those. But you better hope if it's between these two and they went to a boutique to spend 300, they come off with the White Thunders. The fears go hard, but nah, in my opinion, these are crazy, man. This actually looks like it could have been released with the Nike Air on the back. It's an OG colorway back when Jordan released his sneakers, because it's black and white. It goes with the Chicago Bulls colors. This one is fun, yay, but it wouldn't look right with like the Nike Air on the back versus this one. So this one definitely gets the edge, in my opinion. But comparison on the bottom, as far as the outsole. So this is mainly black for one hit of white up here, and your Jumpman in white right here, the same as that one. And your midsole is going to be black, then white, white with the visible air unit clear. The upper is black. Your honeycombs are white. Your mesh grills are white behind the black. And your white Jumpman, black interior, blacked out everything. This is crazy. Not in stores. I doubt there'll be a restock on these. It might. It depends on the sizes too. But yeah, I gotta go with this one. I didn't cuff this on the way, yeah. But yeah, nice little comparison versus battle. This one wins over the infrared. So it goes with this one, the White Thunder, the infrared. Sometimes I can do this, sometimes I can't. And your Fear. But all of these get a 9.5 and up. So all top tier Jordan 4s. And the crazy thing is, none of these are OG colorways. If you want to see an OG colorway, check out some of my older videos. Oh yeah, we had the military blues, the industrial blues, OG colorway to release too. That's an OG colorway. That released this year. I had like 3 or 4 pair of those. I have one left. So yeah, this is the year of the 4. We got hitters. This one not included, not the infrared. But Bread Reimagined, military blue. Like I said, you had the Paris wet cement and the gray colorway. The White Thunders. These, I don't think it's any more that's going to release as far as 4s this year. But, oh, another reason why these probably look larger. Look at the lacing. This is a stock lace. This looked like someone that was running behind before the shift ended. Shout out to Nike. In the distribution centers in Indiana. I think that's where one is located, in Memphis. Tennessee. Hopefully y'all getting a crazy employee discount. But this is how the stock lace should look, not like this. But anyway, comment below your favorite. And yeah, we'll keep it moving like that. Up next, we got the Jordan 3 in the black cement colorway. This is going to be the second go round for me having those from 2018. So yeah, we'll check those out soon. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're born winners, remember? And we're blessed in God's favor. And if you need a healing, believe that Jesus Christ has already healed you. And we'll get prepared for this holiday season. Black Friday right around the corner. You got pre-Black Friday sales. Hopefully you get a good meal on Thanksgiving, right? Turkey, ham, all the traditional stuff, right? That's definitely gonna be a cheat day if you hit the gym, because you know you're gonna have the stuffing, the mac and cheese, baked beans, greens, maybe some meatballs. What else is gonna be on there? Y'all brought some squash and cabbage, which aunt brought that, and your great aunt brought the mac and cheese, the macaroni, salad. Then you got the dessert, pumpkin pie. That's my favorite. That's what I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna leave it right there. With the whipped cream on top, or the cheesecake pumpkin pie with the cheesecake on the bottom, the pumpkin and the whipped cream. Oh, y'all like that sweet potato pie. Oh, snap. Let's go. Whoa. Peace and love. Throwback Thursday. Whoa. Check out Sean Poe on Hulu. Transformers 1 on Paramount. Netflix with Outer Banks. Deadpool and Wolverine on Disney Plus. And Tulsa King on Paramount. Outer Banks, like I said, on Netflix. And The Summit on Paramount along with Survivor. You should be good to go. Go back and check out if you need some history on Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls on Netflix or ESPN, The Last Dance, which released about 3 years ago. Check out the movie Air on Amazon Prime, that is. Let's go. Well.